Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. Slight chuckle to myself there with the intro because I almost said welcome back to Wichita, which technically is correct, but it's Railway Empire 2. And we're at Wichita because last time out I did mention that we are missing an entry signal or a blocking signal just before the gridiron entering into Wichita from the west, and we're going to rectify that and add us a nice little block here. Now we have another signal here, so the length of a block is there, but we have this stretch where this is the first signal after leaving Wichita. So if we come in at that signal, we should be good to go, and we should have an extra block. We may need to move the supply tower, but it does give us a 61 mile per hour corner, which isn't too terrible, is it? And once we've done this, we should have ourselves a nice little staging area heading into Wichita. And yes, we'll definitely move that. It's in an awkward position. We're in a position now, aren't we, to separate them entirely so we don't queue behind another line. You're going over there. There we go. That would be lovely. Right, today. Now that is fixed. I actually didn't notice, but Wichita has accelerated its growth. And we need another industry. I'm going to run with using coal for Wichita, which would be... I believe we can have chemicals, can't we? Yeah. A chemical plant only takes coal. That's all it requires. So we'll get that up and running once we have 541,000. Now, while we're doing that, I guess we could take a look at how Wichita is faring. It doesn't really make much difference here. I would say a little bit, because you want your trains to be queued as close to the gridiron as possible, as demonstrated with our Topeka to Denver train. I don't think that is the one we were riding, because we went straight through. Who are you? Wichita to Topeka. Yeah, that's Topeka to Denver. That might have been the one we were on. We could have changed how this worked when we changed that up there. Come on, we just need that money. We're up to 173,000 again. We had a brief issue. Perhaps this was this was the train we was on. Yeah, that might have been the train we were on at the end of the last video. They're both pretty busy, aren't they? They haven't fixed these. Yeah, those need some work, don't they? Hopefully they do fix those. It just needs a row of dwarf signals would be perfect there, and that would look the business. Same goes for this side as well. I mean, it's not going to break your trains. That's where the signals would be, even if you couldn't see them. So that's how it works. Right, let's zoom out. If we zoom out, it goes a little bit faster, or a lot a bit faster, and we'll wait until we've got the funds and stick us a chemical plant there. That should be it, shouldn't it? Beautiful. Right, where are you going to sit? Well, we've got plenty of red up here. We want to fill all this red, don't we? We do have to think about another station, possibly, for freight. So, it doesn't matter then, does it? We can just go out here somewhere, we'll be fine. There we go. We've got plenty of room along the, what would that be? Southern side of Wichita. We have chemicals underway. I guess we should try and grab this if it's cheap. Yeah, it's 110k. The averages should be the lowest. Come on, there we go. Got it. Unless our competitor decides to bid, which he doesn't normally.
Guter Gott. I doubt that this investment was worth it.
Little does he know that we just purchased a chemical plant as well, so it was definitely worth it. We will hook that up. In fact, it'll be the first thing we do today, and then we'll head over this way and see if we can get something going with these logs into Cheyenne. Cheyenne will only be requiring... Oh, no, there we go. He is sending his own logs. So Cheyenne is going to possibly be founded with a joint effort. Most of the legwork was done by our competitor. Is that our meat train? That is perfect, isn't it? We can delete you. Yeah, Wichita to Cheyenne. We'll get that back, and that means we can now build this. Now, how do we want to go in here? Well, it's fairly straightforward. We can either branch in that way or we can head in this way. I think that's better, isn't it? We can always curve round, and maybe once we get Dodge growing, they can make some ceramics or something. But we do have another coal industry. Yeah, coal business up there, coal mine. I was just trying to think what they call it. But this should be a nice little run in. It should be fairly quick and get onto the main line pretty rapidly. Maximum speed. Don't think we'll require 2 platforms just yet. We might do if we get someone else using coal, but for now that'll do, won't it? Now we do have a supply tower just there, but we can easily afford to place these a little more sensibly, or at least to reduce the hold up on our services. There we go, like that. That would be perfect. Let's get you up and running into Wichita. Yes, it's another train though. Fortunately, we do have our new 4-track station. Baldwin 10-wheeler, wait until 4. And that is our own coal mine and our own chemical plant. So both of these will start to make us a little bit of money. Not at the moment. And what about our chemical plant? Has not started producing yet. It probably would have taken the coal from here, but I like this for a bit of extra funds. Well, we're not affording that, so Walter, it's all yours. Now, one thing I forgot to do at the end of the last episode was hook into our apples here. We might as well add us a maintenance depot on you. And we'll get apples into Omaha. Freight only. And wait until 4. And we'll get you running in. And then we can start making a little profit again from Robinson even Farmstead. And we have made 124,000 from this. That was just running them into Wichita. We're going to run these out to North Platte, yes, as well. So we may need to upgrade this. Once the demand has settled, we'll take another look at that. So North Platte, let's get you some apples sorted. Rate only. And get you wait until 4. Direction of travel issues. Did I forget some direction of travel? I did in one direction, oddly. Well, you're fixed now. There we go. Lovely. Shall we see what's happening over at Cheyenne? I might want to connect this up regardless and block him a little, or at least make it difficult for him to get round that end. Are you taking any more wood? Not yet. What you got down here? Nothing. They don't seem to upgrade their trains. They buy whatever train it is. Well, there you go. There's some more logs on the way. It's going to take a little while for them to get there, but he is delivering some. Meaning we might not want to get involved with that, but at least hook it up. And we could take wood to North Platte. Because we, well, it might not be worth it. We do have wood. Plenty of wood over this side. I'll tell you what, guys, because I said, oh my days, because I said I was going to hook it up, we might want to, because we're not going to get through otherwise. Right, let's get as close as possible.
Was there no other place where you could have built a station?
Not really. Not if we want this wood. It's a bit snug, isn't it? I think what we can do, though, because you're being cheeky, is maybe do our little curvy thing for him. It doesn't matter about the grade or anything. We're not actually using it. But it's, yeah, is it cheeky? Possibly, but he's being cheeky as well. He's almost blocked us from getting round here. Right, so we don't really need to go down here, do we? I guess it depends on the lay of the land. There are some hills and mountains. Well, we might be able to get away with it into here. Oh, that's rough, isn't it? Goodness me. Can we just branch into here? Would that be a bit better? And bring that down. Oh, this is a pricey connection. Where can we go with that? And I guess a 3% grade isn't too terrible. We haven't really got much choice here, have we? Well, we got it down to -2. It's not going to be the best journey in the world, but it's not really what it's for. It's for making sure we've got access to whatever these two cities were. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But doing it this way ensures if we need to achieve a task to do something with these cities, then we've got access and we've maintained access. This is just rough, isn't it? Okay, some wiggle jiggle later. Not done that in a while, have I? But yeah, some wiggle jiggle later. I've got -1 and it's only going to cost us 136,000. And it's not a bad little journey, is it? I don't mind that. I don't know where we're going to come in here. It doesn't really matter. We could come off like that, I guess. I don't think we need to run a train. We could, couldn't we? We could be the one that finishes it off. I don't know where all those logs are going. You can't really tell where they're going. So yeah, we can maybe make this work. It's 30 miles an hour to get into the station. But that's fine. As long as we've got a signal there in the right place, that's all we care about. Yeah, we can't have that. Oh, yes, we can. We can have that with direction of travel. How does that look as a junction? That's all right. We wait to get in the station back here. We're going to keep this in to make sure he doesn't get involved. Same there. Let's see. Let's send a train in. If it fills up to maximum, then we're good to go. And then it's unlikely he has any other wood on trains on the way. We'll see. Baldwin. Let's wait until 8 and see what happens. Yes, there's plenty of track that hasn't got direction of travel. There we go. Right, we're taking them. Cheyenne. Are you going to take a full 8? We might be the ones that found this. Possibly. How many Cheyenne got now? Yes, there we go. We are going to found Cheyenne and make us a little bit of money in the meantime. So, yeah, we kind of did half and half, sort of. But the meat was an issue for him. I don't believe he's got access to meat on his network. He wouldn't take any meat from our warehouses. Freight, you don't share. Anything we deal with freight, he can't touch. But with passengers, they will get off our network and use his at stations and change over. So bear that in mind with the competition. We do have a point to spend. I don't think there's any single point ones that I'm overly interested in. We're just doing fine, aren't we? We've got pretty full trains anyway. So yeah, we'll wait until we've got 2 and see what that gives us. Okay, Topeka's growing. Wichita is still growing. I'm going to leave the money. Perhaps we can pay this off, our current bond. It might be an idea. We can start with a clean slate then. How are we doing on our task? Our task is only 11,000 away now. That's lovely. Oklahoma City is growing. We're up to 5,500. It does get cheaper the more citizens you've got at the time. So if you did want to start the settler bonus now, it's a lot cheaper. And the closer you are to 10,000 population, the cheaper it gets. Right, I like all this so far. Let's get us a Maintenance depot on you. How are we doing with our apples? We should be running full. Yeah. Nice bit of profit there for our apples. And you're on your way. And you'll be taking another 4 possibly as well. Could we upgrade that? Possibly. Well, they both require apples. We could certainly do it if we add us a warehouse here, that's for sure. We'd only be taking apples into Topeka and Kansas. It might be worth Wichita possibly having apples. It might get in the way though. Should we expand Wichita? I don't think we really need to, do we? No, we could, I guess, just in case we've got achievements later to have X amount in cities. So yeah, we'll do it. We'll stick you what you got at the moment. Immigration office still. Yeah, completely bypassed the library. And I've never used the museum. Let's place us a lovely university in place of the immigration office. What an upgrade that was. There we go, Wichita, our first city with a university. Now, of course, the University of Wichita, I don't know if that exists. It possibly does. ATSF, we own it. Of course we do. Well, I mean, we're paying for it, so it's only fair. How are we doing on our coal? Pretty steady. We should start delivering some of these goodies, though, along the line, shouldn't we? Yeah, some of these chemicals. Topeka is still growing. We could build some extra buildings in here. Kansas has unfortunately stalled. Not surprising. We're not delivering any grain or corn. Oh, that is surprising. Why are we not delivering those? We only have 2 corn heading to Topeka. So, yeah, we probably need another train. What level are you? We've got plenty of corn in there. Just not enough trains delivering is my guess there. So let's bring you all the way up to the station. Because we can afford such things now. I mean, we might be able to reuse this track later on then as well. Oh yeah, if we signal this up in advance, we should be able to join these 2 up and it'll be fully signalled. There we go. Right then, we'll get another train running. Ah yes, and we do need us a maintenance depot at Wilson Rest. And we'll get you. Also, do we? Why do I need to do that? Yeah, that's fine. Don't do that. What we need to do is just duplicate you, don't we? Do we not have a train on there? Yes, we do. It needed to update, didn't it? Right, let's just duplicate you and then you'll have all the same settings and we can double check that the settings are correct that way. There we go. There goes our Baldwin 10-wheeler. It's about to, I would say, pick up a full load of corn. There we go. There are corn wagons are being loaded up. Just make sure where you're heading to. Wichita. Yeah, they're behind in Wichita a little bit. And then we've got Topeka and Oklahoma City as well. And we should have some heading to Kansas eventually. Blank canvas. Cheyenne is a city. What do we want to do in Cheyenne? We would like to produce some meat, wouldn't we? That's what this was all about. We'll stick us our meat industry. Do you know, we could be cheeky, couldn't we? And try and squeeze it in that way. This will do though. We're just going to plonk it in there right next to his station. Beautiful. And now we can set up a train. Yeah, we can set up a train from here, can't we? Did I ever put in a gridiron? I did not. Let's get you a gridiron. And we'll send you a train into Cheyenne. Eventually, you'll take the vegetables as well. And there are vegetables. According to the settings you made, your train line cannot perform any actions at the stations of Hill Train Station. I believe you are incorrect, sir. You're going to pick up cows. There we go. Yes. A little confused while we had it paused. Now we can keep taking our wood I guess. Yeah, definitely. What is the purchase price? Not really worth it. We'll leave that alone. We could, though, however, take vegetables into North Platte. Sort of like that idea. They're not getting any at the moment. Why not? It's our vegetable farm, isn't it? We'll join into our track that we've had sitting here for what feels like an eternity now. And we finally have a connection. Now for Cheyenne, we can probably have something happening around here, couldn't we? Yeah, eventually we'll no doubt give them more platforms as they get busier. That's rough. I should have seen that coming, really. I don't think a 2% grade is too terrible, is it? No, we'll get that in. And we'll double track you as well. Hopefully not too expensive. Beautiful. Get all of these signalled up. We've got direction of travel all the way. What we can do now is send us a nice little line into Cheyenne from North Platte.
I inform you that I have built a station near you.
Have you? Where? Could you tell us where? That'd be great. Where have you built a station? Should you have built a station? Is this what you're telling us? Or is it going to appear suddenly? Where have you built a station, sir? You have not, have you? I think you were going to, and we broke you, which is excellent news. We are really being mean to Walter, aren't we? I don't know why he deserved it. We might be able to get Cheyenne growing. They're going to take their meat and bring back some beer. At the very least, automatic, absolutely, which is the Inyo. And we don't need to set anything else. We'll see what they take from Cheyenne. We will need to place some stuff on there, won't we? Some buildings. We'll need a maintenance depot.
Your success so far is something very special. It seems that the stories about you have not been exaggerated. People flock to the west and settle. New cities grow and prosper. And I know that his command leads to eternal life. This is John 12:50. You surely encountered our direct competitor, the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad. In order to proceed, we must cross Raton Pass to the southwest. Our wicked competitor had the same idea, so we will have to drive them away. To the north of the pass, there's a camp from which we shall advance into the mountains. The Denver and Rio Grande must give way. Blow them away like smoke. Melt them like wax in a fire. Let the wicked perish in the presence of God.
Good night, man. You need to get some help. He's lost the plot. Dear oh dear. He said Raton Pass. There we go. We know how to pronounce it now. Oh, he scares me still. Even more now. Now we're blowing things up. Right. New set of tasks by all means necessary, according to Crazy Man. Construct the dispatch hall extension at the train station in Camp Raton. It's going to take me a while to get the hang of saying that. Yes, we can do that. Achieve an express status on a rail line between Omaha and Camp Raton. Deliver 40 loads of weapons to Camp Raton. I'm going to get used to it, aren't I? I'm going to have to. And if I get into a habit of saying it not quite right, it's going to stick, isn't it? Note that only our weapons depot will provide weapons. Got it. Deliver 4 loads of clothing to Denver. Oh, that's a toughie. We've kind of been neglecting Denver as far as supplying them, and clothing's quite way down the list, isn't it? But we have not going to do the first one until 1875, which we can do immediately. We can build us a station there. 1876, December 1876, for the other 3. Where is Camp Raton? Yes, I was thinking carefully on how to pronounce it. Yeah. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Oh, that is terrible, isn't it? Do we want to go through to Raton? We probably do, so we're going to have to think a little carefully on where we place this. Probably make use of this layer around here. I know we can't at the moment, but if we can go as high up this ridge as we can.
I don't understand. There was already a train station in this city.
Not technically a city, but yes, you're correct. And it would like us, before we do anything, to build let's just click on that, a dispatch hall. Was that it? Yes, the dispatch hall.
Can you believe the insolence of our competitor? How can they not respect what we dream for this country?
I'm going to write to Walter and just say that dude is absolutely nothing to do with us. I don't agree. I don't agree with his stance on anything, I don't think. Dear, oh dear. Walter, calm down, sir. No, it's not Walter, is it? Who is that dude who's yapping away? I can't remember his name. Walter's our competitor, yeah. Anyway, achieve an express line between Omaha and Camp Raton. That's an interesting one. We kind of have a way around, don't we? I mean, we do have a network that reaches over there, but we've got this little section that I don't mind us having a few branches here. Like, we can run that way. We could go directly across, of course. It would give us another line into Denver from, or direct from, Omaha if we wanted to, bypass North Platte there. Well, I did say North Platte wrong, didn't I, at the start? And I'm quite comfortable with that, although it's a little easier. Right, let's get this set up, shall we? We can have a direct line running in there. We can run and drift off that way, avoid the Indian village there. And we need to slowly make our way down to the correct level here. So we'll get a rough setup going. And where do we need to come in? It's up here, isn't it? Yeah. Gives us a nice little run, doesn't it? We'll start making our way. Leave ourselves hopefully a couple of blocks down there. We can get a rough idea, can't we? We've got a signal there. If we stick it there, will it give us a couple of blocks, or would you have to go a little bit further perhaps? I don't know. We'll stick it in there once we're happy with it, and we'll see what it does with the signalling. Be nice if it... oh, that's kind of beautiful. Do you know, let's not mess with that too much. And we'll see what it does with the signals down here. Oh, plenty of blockaging. Look at that. We have loads of blocking going. It is perfect. Can we afford to double track it? Not like that. That is an amazing bridge, though. I think we can just get away with a... Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll wait for the funds. And we'll double track the lot and give them an extra platform. I don't know if we're gonna need that extra platform. Might have left ourselves a bit of an issue heading out the other side. Yeah, we need to possibly adjust that. Once he's out of the picture, if we can buy him, can we buy him? It would be nice. His shares might be a bit ridiculous. We do have a bit of money. No, we can't do anything with him yet. No shares. Our share price is looking a little healthier than his. Where did this 2% grade come from? It's got to be up here somewhere, hasn't it? Yeah, more than likely. No, it's down that way somewhere. It's fine. You have your grade that doesn't possibly exist. It does, but I'm not sure where. There we go. Our grid iron is in. It's a bit snug up here. I'm probably going to add... Yeah, I'm probably going to add a maintenance depot here. The dispatch building works, doesn't it, for what we're doing? We can have a faster turnaround. Where's our weapons? Our weapons are here, so we can cut through Wichita and bypass Dodge and have a line that connects up there. So we've got most of that track, but what I would like to do today is get our express line sorted. We will need at least a supply tower down this end wouldn't we? Maybe before the bridge. That'll do. Let's get that train up and running. A nice express line. It doesn't need to be mixed. And we'll take a look at what Camp Raton says. Again, thinking about the pronunciation. Dear oh dear. Right, express only. So we get another Forkner on our network, which is beautiful. Do like those. We may as well stick a caboose on. Why not? Bit of extra power. It's a little bit of extra everything from our staff, isn't it? Yeah, all employees are boosted by 10%. We won't need to wait until full. It won't take meat or any sort of freight. We'll hopefully get the express status on that rather rapidly. This decade is coming to an end. But you've neglected research and development too much. I have not. I've been spending the points as soon as they appear. Blaming you for not having enough research points when there's no way to increase your research. Like there was in Railway Empire 1, you could build universities. But the university has no effect now on your research gain. Little disappointing. It was nice to start placing those. No, we're not going to catch up. It's fine. I guess it wants you to go direct along this rail line, is what it's referring to, so that you plough straight through up to here. But we've got no chance now. There's no point telling us after the fact. But for future reference, you apparently need to plough into or be prepared to unlock the next era when it's available at this rail line. So no drifting up and down and stuff. That's possibly what it's telling us. Right, North Platte is growing. We've got to sort out Denver as well, haven't we? Cheyenne isn't doing much at the moment. Wichita's still growing. Topeka is still growing. We're about to get some corn into our network. Our train ride today is going to be, which is why it's paused, heading to Camp Raton on our Forkner, another express line. So it's going to be the Wiggle train all the way there. We won't be able to run the entire journey, but when we get back, we should see sooner rather than later. So what have we got to do? We've got to do all of this when we come back. We've just started the express line. We've got to deliver the weapons, which will set up that line. And we have to get Denver growing. So plans are afoot. Alright guys, we're inside the cab of our Forkner, loading up, ready to go to Omaha. And I believe... not Omaha, that's where we are. Why did it say we're going to Omaha? We're in Omaha. We are heading to Camp Raton. And locomotives are decommissioned. Do we even use them? No, so we get to see that when we start out. In fact, I just skipped that bit. But yeah, there we go, that's what happens. And it matters not to us because we do not use those locos. This is kind of cozy, isn't it? You can't really see much and it's got some weird motion blur going on at the sides. But we do get to have a little ride on our network as though we were the... well, we wouldn't be the engineer, he'd be the other side, wouldn't he? Yeah, he'll be the signal side. Oh, it's even wobbly in the cab, would have fallen over by now. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Lots to do, as always, when we come back. And until then, take care.